Please do not cancel me for these. Hey Maddsters! So I just want to share some of my hot takes about Michigan, meaning the things that a lot of people love, but I personally don't enjoy as much. Before we get started, I just wanted to quickly plug my Maddsters Guide to Michigan. Literally 40 pages of everything you need to know about the school. As always, feel free to reach out and DM me if you have any additional questions. Also, if you see me on campus, please say hi because it's literally so exciting, so fun for me. If enough people come say hi, I do have some like fun things planned in the works, in the head. We'll see. I'm not really sure how you rate these hot takes, but I would say at number 5 is that the ARB is not that pretty, and to be honest, it's kind of overrated. So for those of you who don't know, the ARB is this like nature forest preserve kind of area where you go to hike. There's one entrance by Markley and one entrance by Oxford. I've gone there, I've ran through there. I've really only gone like one way. There's a lot of different paths in there, so it's pretty big. The reason why I don't like that is just personally, I'm not a nature gal. I don't care that much about hiking. I don't really look at the trees as I walk around. I don't feel the need to go to the ARB as other people do. Also in my hometown, I have a nature preserve that's literally the same thing as ARB and I never go. So personally, just not a big nature gal. Number 4 is that the Ugly, also known as the Shapiro Undergraduate Library, is just very overrated and just overall not good. A lot of people go to the Ugly. I don't know why, because it's like not even that great, to be honest. There's just not enough seats. It's kind of loud on the first and second floors, which is fine for group work. And then you get to the 3rd and 4th floors, and I feel like every time I go, I just can't find a seat. And I don't like it, you know? In general, I don't like studying in libraries, so that's also a personal problem. But I just like am not a fan of the Ugly. I don't know why people enjoy it so much. Number 3, and this is kind of like a big hot take, is that the cookies at Mojo are overrated. People say that Mojo has the best cookies because they're slightly undercooked in the middle, so it's like kind of has a doughy, like raw kind of cookie type, and that they're served warm. And I will argue that basically any dining hall can have that type of cookie, and any dining hall can serve it warm if you go at the right time. Like, I've had the Mojo cookies, and they are good cookies, but I don't think that they stand out above any other cookies, and they don't always have them. So if you choose a random day to go to Mojo to get cookies, probably over half the time, they won't even be there. That's my beef with the Mojo cookies. They are good, but, you know, I don't think they're like echelons above anything else. Number 2, this is actually a very hot take, is that the law library is overrated. Maybe this is because I've been there once to actually study and I just had a terrible experience. When I went, it was hot outside, beginning of the year. There's no air conditioning. So there are just fans on, and there are no seats also, so I had to sit down like right next to a fan, and the fan was blowing and all my papers were going everywhere. First red flag. Second red flag is that the Wi-Fi wasn't working. And I don't think it was just my computer, because also my phone was not connecting. So I was sitting there with the fan blowing in my ear in the back of this library, no Wi-Fi, couldn't get anything done. So I was very frustrated. And also, it usually gets pretty crowded in there. And how it's set up is like there's just tables with chairs. So you do end up sitting next to just someone random, which is totally fine. But that means you can't really spread out as much as you would like. And sure, like the inside is nice, but I don't really care that much about the inside of places. And I also don't go to the library, so there's that. And number 1 hot take is that you do not have to like sports in order to love the University of Michigan. I'm a big like anti-sports girl. I think that sports are, first of all, way too long. There is no reason why you should be standing outside for 4+ hours to watch a football game in the cold or the hot or whatever. And second, they're too complicated. Like I can't pay attention to everything that's going on. I went to a hockey game, had no idea where the puck was. But with that being said, I still have a lot of school spirit. I do not watch the football games if I am not in the stadium, but I keep up with them and I know who ends up winning after I ask Michael and Erica. Going to a football game is quite difficult for me. It's just very like mentally draining. But I go and I go for the vibes and I go for the experience. You guys, I cannot believe I forgot to mention this, but the reason why I wore this shirt is because it was signed by JJ McCarthy and Ronnie Bell, because I do still support Michigan sports. I waited in a long line to see JJ and Ronnie, and it was a great day. Follow Michigan! Yep. In general, there is such a huge sports culture. I don't love just because I'm not interested in it, but I respect it, okay? Student athletes are literally insane. They're superheroes, okay? They have so much on their plate and they are great athletes. I just am not a sports fan in general. So it's nothing against like Michigan sports specifically. It's against all sports in the world, which like, yeah, I'm a fake fan because I, you know, just kind of go to go. But you don't have to love sports, okay? Well, thank you guys for watching. I hope this was slightly insightful. Let me know if you agree or have other hot takes about the University of Michigan. I still do love the school. Be sure to check out Maddsters Guide to Michigan. And as always, if you see me on campus, say hi because that is so fun. And let me know if you have any other questions. But thank you guys so much for watching. Bye, Maddsters.